Hi there, welcome to Scofield Farm. We are in Zone 9 in Northern California, and I want to give you an April garden tour. It's going to be a faster one because I've got a lot of stuff to clean up here. It is like bolting time, but not quite time to plant out all of our summer stuff. All right, here is my potato bed. I have a video of us planting out potatoes, and if you look, you can see they are coming up, which is wonderful. I've got red cabbage over there. I don't think they are gonna make it. I think they are gonna bolt. All of my mustard and stuff over here, definitely bolted. I need to just pour this water into the bed because it is gonna be mosquito city and pollen city if I don't. That was rainwater that just accidentally collected. Let me take you over here. Try not to get my shadow in this tour because of the time of day it is. These are quite pretty. I mean, they're beautiful, but I don't think I'm going to get ahead from them, right? Oh, but they're so pretty. I just love growing cabbage, even for the beauty of it. Okay, so asparagus beds. I have them in these self-watering beds and they are coming up. I need to put some more water in these beds too. And some of them are starting to fern out. This is our second year with asparagus. I harvested just a couple and I am gonna let the rest fern out and get established. This was supposed to be a bed of peas that keeps getting eaten down by birds. So some froze, some are eaten. You can see just a little tiny bit. They're not very successful, but over here, I actually have some peas growing. Oopsie, I'm a little too zoomed here. That's pretty good. Something's growing. I actually, honestly, was about to give up. Tiny, tiny, tiny growth over there. We'll see. I don't think that one's gonna do much. Over here is what I call my most wintry bed, and let's see, it just has some right around the edges, some onions. I am watering it today because you will see in a second how many other things are bolting. It basically is on the whole system, so we're just getting it watered. I really need to weed stuff as well. For example, I don't think we want this thing here. I think this is a weed, so got a lot of weeding to do in our paths too. Over here we have lettuce. Why did I say lettuce? Chard still growing up. We have some onions and the peppers I tried to overwinter and failed. I need to cut those back pretty badly. But most of this bed kind of still feels like a blank slate. Over here, I don't want to make you dizzy. I'll go kind of slower. This is where we planted the shallots, right here, and you can see that they're coming up. The shallots are coming up. We have garlic, and those two are volunteers, whoops, over here, right there, from last year. My Asian greens are bolting. I've got a gorgeous chard that's even filling out more. These are my purple coneflower echinacea coming back right there. This was also a bed of peppers. I tried to overwinter and finally quit. We have onions along the entire perimeter. I planted some radish out right there that are coming up. And I have, let's see, flowering onions. These were bunching onions. Right here are chives coming back. One lone lettuce in this bed that I probably should harvest before it bolts. This bed is one of the prettier beds. It has broccoli, kale. There are some Asian greens that bolted down there. I'm gonna harvest a lot of broccoli because it is starting to flower. I have a beautiful strawberry blonde calendula here, and then over down here on the edge, I have another one. And those just live year round for us. The kale looks like it's still doing okay, so we're gonna kind of leave that alone. We have a lot of Mitsuna blooming in different places. That just wasn't much of a harvest. It kind of bolted really fast. Look at that giant leek I need to harvest. I need to come back out here and meal plan around that one. Hey guys, we're real life. We have 7 kids, tripping on hoses, having cardboard out that's supposed to be used for like sheet mulching and stuff, but just left out is real life for us. Okay, this is like my leek bed. I am gonna put tomatoes in it, but not yet. Oh my goodness, this calendula is gorgeous. I'm gonna have to go around and show you. I do have some onions and garlic in here and leeks. Oh my, kind of like, you know, lions and tigers and bears. Oh, these are beautiful volunteer cabbages I've showed you along the way. They still don't have heads, so I don't know if they will get heads. All of my chives are coming back. Big, bushy, beautiful. Oh, let's see. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you. This is called yellow pom-pom calendula, and I love it. And it is a staple in my garden, and it just comes back, is gorgeous. Gives its own volunteers that I share, like over there. Tons of small ones of it. And it is just great in the garden. Oh, we had these poppies in the walkway, California poppies, and some of them got in my garden bed, so I'm gonna have to pull that one up because I don't want it to take over my bed where I'm going to have tomatoes. And there are poppies all along the path, so I'm gonna have to decide which ones I'm keeping and which ones I'm not. I am so bad at having to pull plants that I think having potential, you know? But I don't actually want them to take over my entire garden. So I pulled a couple up to try to transplant in the front by the street. And I don't know if it will happen, if it will take basically, but I thought at least give them a chance. I don't know. Over here behind these leeks is a lovely little dill that volunteered back. I love that. We do lots of fermented pickles, lots and lots. Honestly, the amount of weeding I need to do right now and rearranging is daunting, which is why I kind of need to get this tour quick because I've got a lot to do and I still have to check my bees today. And I don't know what I'll really get done. But I do want you to see so much grows and changes, and it's so nice to kind of see month by month for somebody who gardens year round. And here's my strawberry bed. You can see there are blossoms. I have not cleaned it up the way I was hoping to. It is green, it is blossoming. It really does need to be thinned and maybe even like fed with some compost. But then you see these weeds all along the way that I want to pull. So I really don't want those grasses growing up into my strawberries. Oh, okay. I want to give you guys a little word about where we're at and our pests. That is a mound from like a gopher or mole. And we put hardware cloth under all of our beds to prevent that going up actually into our garden. So when I see something like that, I think I'm so glad that we put stuff down. All right, you guys remember me cutting back this sage. It's already like filling out even since I cut it back. And my my cabbages, we're gonna have to pull a lot of them, if not all of them, because they are bolting. But from a distance, look how pretty this bed is. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's just a lot of bolting cabbages, chives, garlic. There are some cauliflowers that don't have heads yet. I have the celery we planted on the other side, some beets we planted out over there. And we have way over there, we have the alyssum. We have some chard over here in this corner. There's just a lot of fun here, but I am going to transition this to also being a tomato bed. So I will need to make room regardless of the bolting or not. At some point, it's still too cold here for some reason to plant out tomatoes. Oh, there, look, this is the celery we planted. So it's alive, it's hanging in there. We'll see how it really does and if it, you know, makes it. But it is quite a pretty bed, even if it's not quite doing what I wanted it to do. Over here. This is the last bed I'm going to talk about, and this is my garlic. It used to be a tomato bed, but now it's going to be, I think, sweet potato and maybe like beans or something. We have mustards, a few lettuce that probably need to be pulled. I think they're starting to bolt, or some of them just look really damaged from all the cold we had, which is unusual for them to get damaged at all. We have chives right here. As I said, lots of garlic. There's the other sage right here that I cut way back. We have some radishes that we planted here. We have lots of little lettuces that we need to finish off. And over here, it's like kind of messy, but I put some carrots under there and I'm hoping that they take. I've had a hard time with carrots over the last year. Oh, we're missing water there, so I'm gonna need to adjust the sprinklers a little bit. That's part of why it's good to be out when your sprinklers are going, to make sure that everything you want watered is getting watered. Well, that was a quick tour, but I'm on to the bees, and I don't think I'm going to tape us this time because I also want to make that fast. We've been at soccer all day and I'm ready to sit down. Thank you so much for joining me. Here's some bolted cabbage to use. The good news is we can still eat it. And I'm also going to eat some broccoli. That'll be so good. Thank you guys. Can't wait to show you once we get things planted. Still have a little bit of time left, but it'll be here soon. Have a beautiful day. Okay, I know I said I was done, but look at the pretty blooms on this apple tree. Also, I want to end the video with just a few short little clips from a hike we took yesterday that was at, okay, it's called North Table Mountain Ecological Preserve. And it is a super bloom in California. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go do bees. I'm not showing you the bees today, but I do wanna end with those pictures of waterfalls and wildflowers. Enjoy.